What's good, YouTube? Welcome back, everyone, to another video. Today we are going to be checking out Bedrock Edition mentioning features. Again, like the other two, I'm giving credits to the shout out to the writer and the creator or owner of this website and this forum and this page and all that stuff. Credit goes to the thing. Link in the description for the site so you can support the creator, owner, writer, whatever. But yeah, Bedrock Edition mentioning features. So, here we go. Let me make sure I'm recording this. Yes, sir. Okay. Planned. Oh, wow. That like, ooh. Planned. Mojang plans to implement the following features, although a particular version has not been announced. Render Dragon. Bedrock Edition versions using Render Dragon currently doesn't support for third-party shader packs. However, there are considerations to make ways for shader support. RTX. Minecraft may be ported to Xbox Series, which would support ray tracing. However, as of March 31st, 2022, there are currently no plans of adding ray tracing support for Xbox Series X/S. Archeology. Originally announced for the Caves and Cliffs update, development of this gameplay feature was delayed for a future version. Archeology involves players being able to use a new tool known as the brush to sweep away dirt and gravel in order to discover artifacts. Among these artifacts are ceramic shards, which can be incorporated into clay plots to make painted clay plots. This feature is not coming at 1.19.0, although Archeology is coming to the game soon. Bundle. Originally announced for the Caves and Cliffs update, development of this item was delayed for a future version. Bundles are a storage item that can be used for managing items inside the player's inventory and allowing for a combination of multiple items types within single inventory slots. Fireflies. Fireflies was originally going to be eaten by frogs to produce frog lights, but this was scrapped after the developers found out that some species of fireflies are poisonous to frogs in real life. They would have glowed in the dark, and they would have been 2 pixels in size, which would have made it the smallest mob in the game. Some players still had hope that it would still be added, but it was officially bluntly confirmed that they were scrapped in an Ask Mojang episode. Flatten. In Java Edition 1.13, many IDs were changed and numerous IDs were removed. This process, known as the flattening, is also planned for Bedrock Edition. Certain items and blocks to be added include spectral arrows and air variants. Combat changes. Changes to Java Edition's combat system is planned for Bedrock as well. Fletchling table functionality. Fletchling tables will gain functionality in a later update, planned for both Java Edition and Bedrock Edition. Voted updates. The desert and savanna biome reworks are the 2 remaining biomes reworked from the Minecraft 2018 biome chooser vote. Both biomes are promised to be updated in the futures. Deserts will be included palm trees, oasis, and meerkats. Savannah will include baobab trees, termites, and ostrich. The Band Labs Biomes Reworks is the last remaining biome rework from the Minecraft Live 2019 biome vote, as the winning Mountains rework was implemented in 1.18.0 and the Swamp rework will be part of 1.19. It's currently unknown if the Bandlands will come in 1.19.0 and is promised to be updated in a future update. Badlands will include vultures, tumbleweed, and a new cactus based on the prickly pear. The Moonbloom and the Astrologer are the 2 remaining mobs from the Minecraft Live 2020 mob vote. Both mobs could come in an unknown future update as stated by Lady Agnes. Shout out to her. She does an amazing work at Mojang. The Glare and the Copper Golem are the 2 remaining mobs from the Minecraft Live 2021 mob vote. partially implemented. These features has been shown by a Mojang staff member, but either had no further development or were cancelled shortly after. Paddle. On September 19, 2014, Tamazaso stated that when adding boats to Pocket Edition, he would add a paddle item, which will be required to move boats. Paddles were never implemented as items, but rather as part of the boat model. Additionally, the crafting recipe requires a wooden shovel to represent the paddle in Bedrock Edition. It is not part of the crafting recipe in Java Edition. Minecart with furnace. On January 23, 2016, Tomaso stated that he'd like to add minecart with furnace, but is unsure of how to implement. Mention. These features were mentioned at one point, but later abandoned, or their current status is unknown. Note that some of these features were mentioned by developers who either no longer work at Mojang Studios or no longer work on Minecraft. World generation. There has been a number of mentioned changes to world generation from the developers. Thomas had plans of Far biome, probably changed Farlands, made it to its own biome. Found at the end of Infinite Worlds was going to implement 0.9.0, but was delayed for unknown reason. He also proposed a unique underworld underground structure in the Dreams dimension. However, none of these ideas other than a unique underground structure was as currently being added as an ancient city came to Fruit Edition. Thomas stated on Reddit that he would like to add a difficulty number that mobs could have dependent on their circumstances, such as resource that it spawns from and weather. This would vary the amount of hostile mobs at night and the amount of resources gained from each biome. He also stated that he would like more biome-specific mobs as well as biome-specific difficulty / mob distribution, partially added with more biome-specific mobs added in the last couple updates. Many of the ideas were reiterated again at Minecon 2016, where the developer stated that they could either port the world generation change from PC, added in caves and cliffs, or create a new world generation altogether. They said this new world generation system could have a better progression over time, with harder biomes farther from spawn, more space on the ground, also added in caves and cliffs, possibly raising the sea level to Y96 and making the terrain less predictable, also added in the caves and cliffs. As the world generation got completely overhauled in Bedrock Edition 1.18.0 for the first time since Pocket Edition version 0.90 Alpha, and with the new caves, Tyrian port from Java Edition, and the addition of the Ancient City. 4 of the mentioned changes were / are officially added into the game, with one being particularly added, more biome-specific mobs. Monster of the Ocean Death Barnacle. In the 2017 Mobbo, a sea creature was one of the options. It was known as Mob A, the monster of the ocean depths, or the Barnacle. It would have spawned in a deep water and attacked players with a tentacle like tongue to pull players down to drown them. Ooh, that's scary. The Great Hunger and Wildfire. 2 other creatures in the Minecon vote of 2017 were given. One was Mob C, the Great Hunger. It would have a large mouth capable of removing enchantments from items and would have cannibalized itself by entering the ground which its mouth upon upwards. Jeb mentioned that the mobs wouldn't have been aggressively, only damaging the players if they accidentally fell into its mouth, and would have stripped items from the players unless players feed it internally. Shout out to Jeb. He does a fantastic job at Mojang as well, and Minecraft. The other mob was Mob D, the Hoovering Inferno. It would have looked like a large blaze with shields instead of rods, and would have spawned with group of blazes in the nether. This mob was also planned to appear in the Minecraft Dungeon DLC Flames of the Nether under the name Wildfire, but was cut due to time constraints. Mob B, the monster of the night skies, was the Phantom, which won the vote and has been added. alligators, monkeys, deers, and river dolphins. In 2018, a mob vote was held in which Chinese users could vote on which Chinese animals should be added to Minecraft to promote the release of Minecraft China. There are 5 options: a giant panda, Chinese alligator, a snub-nosed monkey, white-lipped deer, or badger. The panda won the vote and was added to the game. It was later stated on Minecraft feedback that alligators or crocodiles would likely not be added to hostile mobs, as like the shark, hostile mobs had to be fantasy creatures. Anyway, meerkat, ostrich, and termite. In 2018, a biome vote was held between which biomes should be the priority to be updated next. The updated biomes would also come with the brand new mobs. There would be 3 options: desert, savanna, or taiga. The taiga won the vote and would be the first mob to be updated, or the first biome to be updated. The taiga included the fox, while the desert would have included the meerkat, and the savanna would have included the ostrich and the termite. There has been no information as to when the desert and savanna would be updated. Vulture. In 2019, another biome vote was held between which biome should be the priority to update next. The updated biomes would also come with brand new mobs. There were 3 options: bandlands, swamps, or mountains. The mountains won the vote and would be the first biome to be updated. The mountains included the goat, and the swamp included the frog, while the bandlands would have included the vulture. The goat was added in 1.17.0, while the frog was announced for 1.19.0. There has been no information as to when the bandlands would be updated. Moonbloom and Archeology. In 2020, a mob vote was held between which mob should be added to the game next. There were 3 options: Moonbloom, Archeology, or Glow Squid. The Glow Squid won the mob vote and was added to the game. There has been no information as to when either the Moonbloom or Archeology would be added, as they are not planned, but has been mentioned as a future possibility. Glare and Copper Golem. In 2021, another mob vote was held between which new mobs should be added to the game. There were 3 options: Glare, Allay, or Copper Golem. The Allay won the vote and was added to in Bedrock Edition 1.19.0. There has been no information as to when either the Glare or the Copper Golem would be added, as they are not planned, but have been mentioned as a future possibility. Interface controls. Minecraft 2016 developers mentioned potential feature improvements to the controls to make them vector-based, allowing full mouse supported on Android, added in 1.17.0, and have a better inbuilt controlled support. In addition, at a previous panel, they also mentioned the ability to remap lawn touch to harness-based touch, 3D touch for capable iPhones. In a Twitch stream previewing the Nintendo Switch version, the developers mentioned that they would like to look at it adding to motion-controlled aiming, but currently have no plans to add it. In June of 2022, Mojang announced that full Bluetooth keyboard and mouse support will be coming to iOS and iPad OS devices in 1.19.10. Other world sizes. Tommaso stated on Reddit that they may make other limited world sizes available, in addition to the current old world type 256 times 256 mentioned world size were 1000 times 1000 and 1 million times 1 million. The addition of different world size was again mentioned at Minecon 2016. Loading external files on console. Roger Carpenter talked about this in a stream of the 1.2 beta for Xbox One. They would like for the console version to support the loading of files from external media such as a USB stick. This would allow the use of add-ons, custom worlds, skins, and resource packs, etc. like the other platforms. However, console companies are worried about security issues that this could cause. Other games that loaded content from external media have sometimes been exploited by hackers to run unauthorized code on consoles. If loading add-ons from external media is not an option, they would work it out some other way. Particularly added with the full add-on and behavior pack support for Xbox One. Brief mentions. These features were briefly mentioned, but no further information was given after that. Exclusive features. Mentioned in 2016. Villages generated on swamp biomes with cobblestone roads. Partially implemented in Village and Pillage with the addition of Swamp Village. Mentioned in 2018. Nether Pearls. More specific features. Mentioned in 2013. Demo/lit version re-release. Partially implemented with the release of Minecart Trial in the Google Play Store. Mentioned in 2015. Minecraft for Google Cardboard. The following mobs were mentioned in the Q&A session, which although far-fetched were tossed around: penguins and wizards, but not spellcasting, and smoother auto-jump/auto climb. From Java Edition. All features from Java Edition will make their way to Bedrock Edition sometime in the future. Specific mentions include Hardcore Mode, Spectator Mode. It technically exists in the game, but can only be accessed via editing ambient and it lacks several features. Sharing worlds on all Bedrock Edition versions. Mojang account sync on Bedrock Edition, being able to use a Mojang account for skin and etc. However, this will be not accomplished as Java Edition itself is moving to Microsoft account from 2021. More offhand slot items. Partially implemented in 1.1.0, totem undying and arrows, including tipped arrows, can be placed in an offhand hand. Partially implemented in 1.2.0, maps can be placed in the offhand slot. Partially implemented at 1.8.0, fire rockets can be placed in the offhand slot. Java Edition combat mechanics. Partially implemented in 1.10.0 with the addition of shields, and partially implemented in 1.18.30 with the addition of armor toughness. Advancements, more commands, and banner map markers. So there you have it. Like I said, as the last two videos, if I somehow get a copyright claim or a copyright strike, I will be holding off for a while, and I will be doing some other things. In the meantime, while I wait until the copyright or whatever is gone. But yeah, link to the description of the site. Shout out to the original creator, writer, owner of this website and this guide and whatever. And I'll see you guys next time, and bye-bye.